This one comes to us from Pitts, who let us know on last Thursday's show that he needed to be added to the list. He says, again, thank you for your videos and your support. Keep up the awesome work. I'm a lifetime fan. It's okay to read this one on one of your shows. Like I was saying, 2018, cheating, empty condo, and divorce took a lot out of me. She cheated in 2014. I didn't find out until 2018.
Oh, wow.
When I asked her about it, she said that she did not plan on telling me. She was going to take it to the grave. The only reason she got caught was that the dude she slept with got an upgrade on his phone. He gave his old phone to his wife and forgot to delete his stuff off of it.
Wow.
Oh, wow. I was at a very low point because I put all of myself into our marriage. I was embarrassed and felt like I failed again because this was my second marriage ending in divorce. So I moved to Arizona to get away before I did anything bad to her. I didn't want our daughter to have one parent in jail and the other no longer with us. I started working and isolating myself. Ended up being in a dark place where I thought about just ending my life story. With a clean background, Arizona is a great place to buy and get your pew-pews on the same day. When I first got it, keep it in its case, almost every day I would take it out and only put one round in it. Many days I would fight the urge and end up crying myself to sleep. I don't think the world really understands what men go through when it comes to divorce.
I do.
They're starting to get it now, but still don't truly understand. While I was working, I came across your videos on YouTube. And again, I'll never forget the first video from you guys was fun with numbers. I binge-watched your videos as well as other YouTubers with the same type of content. You guys' use of comedy to pull men away from the edge is awesome. I continue to watch on Tuesdays and Thursdays, live from the lair and the Grunt Speaks. Again, thank you for doing what you do. I know there are plenty of men out there that need this.
Yeah. And do we or do we not save all these in a file?
I do. I save every single one of them. I have a label in my email called Live Saved.
Good.
You are number 558, good sir.
558.
Welcome to the regiment. But wait, there's more. Next one here comes with the heading, My Divorce Story. My name is Jake. You can use my first name. I would like to say that I wish you had been around before I got married, and I would have seen all the red flags then. I suppose it all started off with I met a woman, and I thought she was great, utterly fantastic, best woman I've ever met. She different.
Her pussy's so smooth.
She loves me.
Get the fuck out of here.
That is until we became official and the sex dried up. It went from 3 or 4 times a week to once a week if I was lucky. Sounds like a buddy of mine.
Mm-hmm.
But I was told by, of course, my mother that that's perfectly normal. And that's what being in love is all about. It's not about the quantity, it's the quality, blah, blah, blah. Nonsense.
Blah, 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 blah.
So anyways, we continue in our mirage, and we have normal marital issues. Nothing major, except for the lack of sex life. Somewhere in the middle of the mirage, she starts spouting off how she wants to adopt a child. I can't have any since I got myself fixed before we were married, thank goodness.
All right.
And she had issues down there. Supposedly, she couldn't have children. I told her, no, I'm not adopting. I don't want to raise another man's child. We'll get a dog instead. Getting a dog was the best decision I ever made. He became my best buddy and made the marriage bearable. Of course, she naturally resented that. But fast forward to about, I think it was maybe the 9th year of Mirage, something like that. I don't remember. All of a sudden, she hits me with a phone call at work, and the message is, I want a divorce. I don't want to do this anymore. Then I refused to work on our marriage and get help for my issues. Keep in mind, I didn't know I had any issues. You're supposed to be a mind reader, bro. Don't forget that.
Well, no. That's the standard operating procedure. You have issues. You want to talk about them. You're like, what?
Yeah, all the issues are yours. I have none. I'm perfect.
Well, when you go to counseling, that's what they say.
Pretty much, yeah. Yeah, marriage counseling is usually just the let's blame men for an hour power hour. So I rush home to try to talk her out of it for the rest of the day and evening to no avail. Long story short, I got screwed in the divorce. I lost the 2-story house that I bought that I worked all my life to get, my 32 gun collection, my wonderful lifted truck, all my tools, my entire gym.
Whoa.
I spent my whole life working for that stuff, and then it was just gone.
All right. It's just stuff, man.
I walked away with a few changes of clothes, both my dogs, thank goodness. She didn't want anything to do with them.
How did you get your guns?
Probably had to sell them to pay for the divorce.
Okay.
And an inexpensive car that was already paid off. And then I moved to Kansas from California to start new with my mother that already lived there and some brothers I had. Almost 1 year later, my mother kicks me out because I won't buy her a house.
Yeah. That's like the double. God damn. That
Normally,
sucks.
I say this as a joke, but fuck your mother, bro. Seriously.
Wow.
I'm north of the Yo Mama line. I can say that, but this time I really fucking mean it. Fuck your mom, bro. That's a bitch move. She only wanted to use me, and it was at that point that I realized how horrible of a mother she truly was, as I could see all the way back through my childhood, all the red flags that she exhibited, but I was blinded by loyalty. Blinded by loyalty that could go on the tombstone of so many dudes who did not wind up on that board.
That's right.
Because that's how we are. We're like dogs in that way. Men, like, if we decide that we love you,
we'll surrender our life.
Yeah. Men understand biblical submission, whereas women resent it. Mm-hmm. So needless to say, I have no trust in the female gender at all. I've had my life ruined twice by them. I had a gun 1911 to my temple one day several years ago, maybe around 5 or something like that. And as I sat there staring into the wonderful eyes of my 2 wonderful dogs, thinking that this life sucked horribly, it wasn't going to get any better, and there was just no way out of it, it was just going to always be misery. What kept me going up to that point, it was an everyday struggle. It was your video playing in the background, making me laugh, that helped me out of that dark place.
Nice.
I'd been listening to your videos for maybe a month or two, something like that, but I don't think they had really clicked until that moment. I believe that most men are completely caught off guard by divorce, but yet, whereas the woman had been thinking about it for years. Yeah. And of course, my ex-wife's entire family was in on it. I found this out later. Don't be surprised if you find out some of your family was in on it. And I also found out that she is now engaged with my cousin. A few months after we split. What was I saying about your family being in on it?
Yeah.
Never mind that. I was clearly way off. After we split, which she'd been seeing while we were still together. Amazing. Amazing. This is a really condensed, shortened version. Reader's Digest abridged, of course. But I think the point gets across. I owe you a debt of gratitude that can never be repaid. Thank you, Popp and Blake, for everything that you've done and everything that you continue to do. Any words or phrases that don't make sense, it's because voice text autocorrect hates me. You know, it's the small hat people doing it. Sincerely, Jake.
That's like, we've got so many stories where dudes are like, I was about to do it, and then your videos were in the background.
Yeah.
Or
it's amazing.
Your video changed my life. Like, wow. And I'm really upset that I did not keep meticulous count.
Yeah.
I didn't really take it serious until I was like in the 225s, 230s.
559.
559.
Boom. But wait, there's more.
Fuck, man.
I feel like the ShamWow guy, only I'm, dishing out Lisa's.
We also have a gratitude one after this, don't we?
We do have another gratitude one. I may save that one though, because we've been sitting on one from our regiment's sister now for quite a while.
Okay.
And I really want to get to that one. It's called Know Your Deal Breakers.
All right.
And considering everything that we've talked about tonight, oh yeah. Thanks for the links, my battle brother. You're only 2 years older than I am. I was never in the Rangers, was a Green Beret until I got the injuries that led me to be medically retired. Sounds very familiar, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I was in Panama. Was in both Gulf Wars, plus numerous other Green Beret missions. I ended up with 3 separate TBIs. Oh, so he's got one up on you now. Numerous broken ribs and a broken femur. Oh,
that's a bad one.
Oh, you break that one, man.
You don't actually recover from that one.
I started keeping track of your efforts when I saw the video way back, Purple Heart's Final Beat, when it was uploaded to YouTube. I don't know if you remember, but we talked via email, a different one than what I have now, about how that video alone saved me from self-deletion.
So this guy's one of the originals.
One of the originals, yeah. The pain of my injuries almost made me eat the business end of a shotgun. 7 years alone on convalescent leave almost killed me. The anti-psych meds nearly killed me. The opioids nearly destroyed my liver. It was a hard time until I got a new doctor. She took me off all the shit.
Yeah.
Good. It took a while. Things got better. I still have headaches, and my right leg gives me a lot of problems, but I only need to use Tylenol and Motrin to get through each day. Have a good night. Signed, SFC Brown. Damn, brother, that is awesome.
That's fucking
I love seeing these stories, man. You are number 560.
560.
Amazing. Got to change the board.
I am.
Yeah.
Watch Grunt Speak live every Tuesday and Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern. And if you want to join Popp for Supporter Sundays, go to redonkulous.com/donate and make a monthly pledge. A link is in the meat caser box.